Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Last week, you may remember, we had a guy write into the channel who was trying to run a kid's birthday party whilst Gw24 was happening, and it turned out to be a complete disaster. His wife has replied. She's retorted, if you will, a response to last week's letter. And it reads, "Dear Alfred, I wasn't going to write in, but after sitting through my husband's dramatic account of our daughter's second birthday party on your stream, I felt like I needed to set the record straight. He even sent me the link, as if I was going to listen and think, wow, what a poor guy, he really had it rough. So here I am, setting the record straight. First of all, he wasn't lurking in the shadows like some tragic misunderstood figure. He was literally hiding in cupboards. I caught him twice, squeezed inside the pantry, holding his phone up to get better Wi-Fi signal. At one point, he dropped a box of Rice Krispies all over himself and just sat there, defeated, scrolling through X while covered in cereal. This is a grown man with a child. Secondly, he keeps acting like he was some kind of party martyr. Oh, I had to organise everything, coordinate balloons, deal with the magician. Yeah, did you? Because I seem to remember me organising the balloons while he tried to go check the oven. For what? We had a cold buffet. And this magician he was so stressed about, the one that arrived late, yeah, he showed up 10 minutes behind schedule and my husband was nowhere to be found to complain. Why? Because I saw him in the bathroom refreshing X, tweeting things like, why did I ever trust Wissa? And someone check on Mateta captainers, they need support at this time. Oh, and let's talk about the cake. He said he was checking on it. I checked on it. You know what I found? Him crouching behind the fridge, watching a goal replay with the sound off like some kind of football-obsessed goblin. And then there's this nonsense about Monday birthdays. Alf, a Monday birthday, does he think we can just pick a random day on the calendar like we're rescheduling a dentist appointment? I love that he thinks this is a reasonable, logical thing to propose, like we can just call up the grandparents and be like, hey, I know her birthday is Saturday, but the lads are watching Arsenal versus Burnley that day, so could you come round Monday instead? No, Monday birthdays are not a thing and they never will be. I will personally ensure that every single birthday we ever celebrate in this household falls on a Saturday whilst the Prem is going on, just to prove this point. Lastly, he needs to have a long, hard look at himself. Most blokes who need an escape from family life just go to the pub or take up golf. Not my guy, no. Mine hides in cupboards, gets into a bad mood because he didn't captain the right player, and mutters things like, I knew I should have capped Palmer, under his breath like he's living in some Shakespearean tragedy. This game, this thing, FPL, how is it that something so pointless takes over a man's life like this? Why do I need to hear about Mateta captainers? Who is Mateta? So anyway, Alfred, I just needed to vent. I have no solutions, I just wanted to make sure people know that this poor, tortured FPL manager you had on your stream is actually just a man who spent half his daughter's birthday hiding behind household appliances. I hope all of you, yes, you FPL managers listening, take a moment to reflect on yourselves. Best, a woman who will never reschedule a birthday for this game. Welcome to AlfPL, where strategies are dissected and dreams are built. My name is Alf. It is Saturday, the 1st of February, 8:04. We're in 2025 and we are mother flipping live. Let's go. Saturday evening, the Pain Train cometh. I feel like I need to get like a train. I need some train sound effects, don't I? That's what I need to do. Let's just check in with the chat. That was a wild story. And also it like synced up perfectly with the music. Like the music just stopped and the story had finished. Amazing. Evening Thomas, good to have you here, my friend of the channel. Dom J, what a ledge. How you doing, mate? FPL Wonder, first in the chat this evening. Good man. Oh, FPL Wonder's having a bad game week. Tell us about it, mate. What happened? We are here to dissect the pain. Aloha. Hello, mate. Hello, Alf and chat. Hope everyone's ass is doing well today. Yeah, the ass mania. Indeed. Roberto is here. Yelena is here. Chris Wood Fan Club Unite. Yes, Yelena. Hope you're doing well. FPL, Jack Attack, Woodstock, Zeitgul, Noble Gent, Mark J, Colm, Foxy, Joseph Robinson, Christopher Warburton, another fantastic name in the FPL community. We have Patrick Benjaminson. We have, I've forgotten the other one that I really like. But Christopher Warburton is definitely up there. Great to have you here, mate. Han, Joseph Robinson, another very strong English name there. Lars, great to have you all here. What a pleasure it is to have you all here on the FPL Pain Train. For those of you that aren't familiar with the show, we go live on a Saturday night and we dissect the saddest and maddest FPL tweets of the match day. And it is my favourite stream of the week. We had a crazy day. This was so mad. Like, Forest 7-0 against Brighton. I was saying to my wife, she watched the game with me. We were in the living room. She wasn't watching it with me, but she was kind of, you know, around the area of the TV. And she was like, wow, like what happens now to that? And I said, I think the manager gets sacked. It's the worst defeat since 1958, apparently, is what I heard today. Hurzeler, you know, does he get sacked? What do you guys think? I think he probably has to get sacked for that. Brighton have not been great this season. But do you give up on someone with so much promise at this point? You probably give him another couple of games, right? Liverpool 2-0. Bournemouth should have scored in that game. And I got rid of Konate, so that annoyed me. But it's all good. Everton 4-0. Moyes is doing a job. Leicester look rubbish. Ipswich should have won that. That's a big game. That's like the game for Ipswich that relegates them. I was not expecting that. And props to Southampton. I checked the table. They're not staying up. They're just. This is just pride at this point. Newcastle 1-2. No one was really expecting that. Robinson with an assist. He's on my bench. And it turned out to be 2-0 Wolves. It was 1-0 when I left it. So Aston Villa not having the best time. I bet Cunha scored. Did Cunha score? Let's have a quick look at the bonus points. That's always quite a nice place to start. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. Let's get into it. I've got a poll going. You should be able to see that. How's your FPL Double Gameweek 24 going? Make sure you hit an option. So let's have a look, shall we? Wood, 3 bonus points expected. A hat-trick for Wood. Unbelievable. Gibbs White, Elanga, they're just doing bits. I love Gibbs White. I really need to get him, I think. He's really on my watch list at the moment. And he always has been for years now. I love him. What a player. It's just he's not on pens anymore. Salah with 2 goals. That second Salah goal was outrageous. 3 bonus points. I capped him. Feel good about that. And then we had a goal from Beto, Decore, and Day. 3 bonus points of Beto, Tarkovsky, and Day there as well. We have got Aribo. And then, yeah, Cunha scored. Okay, yeah, that was inevitable. He always does. What a day. And I was just looking at Chris Wood tweets all day. And I think that might be a good place for us to get back into the pain train. I've got them all teed up. They are on screen right here. Let's go. Just want to make sure I'm saying hi to everyone as well. Shem the Kenyan. Yes, mate. Great to have you here. Said hi to Noble Gent. Niall. Great stuff. What a crew. What a pleasure it is to have you all here. Let's cue the sad music. Reedy at FPL Reedy. Slot over Moyes. Selling Trent. Gakpo off at 70. Not bringing in Pickford. Salah hauling. No Chris Wood. Southampton goal. Huge red arrow. That is a contender for tweet of the day. got to be. And I will be reposting all of these if you want to interact with them. The Wicked, at United Wicked. I sold Wood for Cody Gakpo, you know? That is so rough. And this happened a lot. Thousands upon thousands did this. Chris Wood to Gakpo. And I sort of think to myself, that kind of move just goes against my ethos when it comes to FPL. You don't sell Chris Wood, you just keep him. You find a way to keep him. I sold Nicholas Jackson 2 game weeks ago because he's just dropping off. I don't think Chris Wood's dropped off. He's had a couple of like sketchy games, but look at Nicholas Jackson's returns in the last 5. Minimal. Whereas Chris Wood's got a goal here or there. Like, I was never going to sell him. But listen, Captain Hindsight and all that, it's just a dodgy move to do Chris Wood to Gakpo. I'd love to know who else they have up front to do a move like that. But a lot of this going around today. It is wild. So many sad tweets. Ronnie Joseph, this is a reply to one of my tweets. It was a panic sell too. Lots of like, what I'm hearing is people just on their phone before the deadline, just trying to figure out a way to get like 3 Liverpool players in, or trying to get funds to get slot in, and they just ended up doing something. And it seems like getting Gakpo in for Chris Wood was a route, which is wild. You know, thoughts and prayers are not enough. This is crazy. All right, here we go. Now we're getting into some stuff. FPL Olympian on the 29th of January. So this was 2 days ago. All right. I don't know if everyone has seen this, but I've been obsessed with this tweet all day. The comments are wild. Make sure you check it out. This is legit. So he's anyone who's not familiar, he does like FPL tips. Listen, I'm not coming at the man. I'm coming at the man a little bit. But he said the best time to sell Chris Wood was last week. The second best time is now. Very dramatic, very direct message to sell Chris Wood. And people did. Look at this from Ryan Lockwood. Done. Done. Gakpo in, Chris Wood out. And honestly, the comments are absolutely crazy on this tweet. Just have a look. You know what? I'm going to retweet it. And if you're not familiar, just go and have a quick look at that. It's already gained, like, I mean, it's almost 1,000 likes. 353,000 views of this tweet. It is just blowing up and it's so delicious. Like, these two are having a fight. So FPL Go and Olympian, they're sort of like ex-FPL content creators. First you get rid of Joel Linton, DCL, Richarlison. Until then you're in no position to give anyone any kind of advice. And Olympian retorts, why don't you focus on obtaining a respectable finish for once? You have been playing FPL for 8 years and have achieved nothing. Embarrassing. And then someone just replied this. What the flip? I mean, it is just... And then Ched got involved. He got a bit of shrapnel thrown his way. He did it. He got Gakpo in for Chris Wood. And then there's just great tweets from today. This might be the biggest Hall of Shame tweet. It really is. It's just incredible. Chris Wood took that personally. Let me get that word. Just everyone just STFU now from Life Sucks. It is the most incredible tweet / thread that I think I've come across on Twitter. So good. Anyway, have a little look at that if you want. I've reposted it. And Ryan Lockwood's featuring on the Pain Train tonight as a result. So he took Wood out, got Gakpo in. It's just wild scenes. Ronnie Johnson, he was on a little bit earlier as well. I transferred him out. Very sad. Very sad. Tuhok, at Tuhoks, I transferred Wood out for FPL for Gakpo. FFS. So much of this today. I mean, this whole show is going to be Chris Wood tweets, 100%. A couple of people did captain Gakpo over Salah today, but you know, they don't seem to be too unhappy about that. Forgot to change my FPL team and had Wood on the bench, and he's gone and bagged a Hattie. For F's sake, from ex-football fan. So much. Ched and I were chatting. I wanted him to see if he was willing to do a little, send me a little letter in about his circumstances. So yeah, he did Gakpo in, Chris Wood out as a result of the Olympian tweet, and he was sort of live tweeting when it was all going on today. No, Wood again, why? All I had to do was keep him after saying I should all week, but no. Last minute impulsive TWAT head said hello. So good. Tin pay 9 hours. SHIT, don't have enough money in the bank to swap Wood with Gakpo. Do you reckon to take triple captain? So I asked Pay earlier, please tell me you kept him, because this is a good thing in hindsight that he didn't have enough money to get Gakpo in, to swap Wood with Gakpo. So hopefully that all worked out for Pay, but he's not got back to me, which makes me think he's not been active today, which could lean towards him having done the move. He's probably in a bad mood. And it just goes on and on. So much of this happening today. And it's such a beautiful FPL moment. Sell Chris Wood, sell a player, and they get a hat-trick. I live for this stuff. So good. Let's have a look at some more comments. If you want to send me your teams on X, feel free to do that. Just tag me so I get a notification, and I will bring it on screen on the stream, of course. I did a little poll earlier, so I'm going to end that. And I've got another little poll for you. So the question is, how's Game Week 24 going? And I'm going to end it. It looks like it's going all right for most people. So, all right, 51%. Yeah, boy, 40%. End me, 7%. So some people are having a pretty bad time out there. We are here for you. We have a quiz coming up. I've set up the quiz. That'll be coming up in a little bit. Let's talk about what you're going to win this evening. So Duvoir has won 2 mugs and a £50 Amazon voucher. So tonight we'll just do a mug. And the mugs are courtesy of FPL Store. Here it is. And they make fantastic FPL crockery. And we'll be giving one of these away this evening. If you win the quiz, you win a mug. It is as simple as that. There are a couple new ones, I think, that he's got going. Roses are red, arrows are green. There's a little Valentine's one here. New one. Arrows are green. I'd always pick you in my FPL team. There we go. That's nice, isn't it? Maybe that guy needs to buy that for his wife, he wrote in. The transfers in Traitors branding. That's pretty cool. FPL Club transfer spotting. Just sensational crockery here from the FPL store, and you can get your hands on one of these this evening. So I'm going to do another poll, and it is related to my FPL team. So the question is, do I have a red or green arrow? Red or green arrow for Alf. Red, green, and I'll show you my team now so you can have a little look. So I have not seen this yet. I'm pretty sure of what I've got at this point, but we will see. I'm going to bring my screen on team. Bring my team on screen. So here it is. So I'm going to read it out to you. I played my assistant manager chip. I've got slot in, I've got Pickford in goal. I've got it's Rodgers instead. I've got wait. It's Van der Berg instead of Robinson. So I've got Van der Berg, Mikalenko, Gabriel in defence. I've got Mo Salah, captain, Palmer to play, Mbommo to play, and then Rodgers played earlier, so Sar's on the bench. Gakpo, Isak, and Wood. So the question is that a red or green arrow at this point? What do you think? Let's have a quick look at what folks are saying. Yeah, Sellingham is wild, Yelena. Absolutely. FPL Diamonds in the house. Yes, mate. FPL Gold is here. Absolute legends. Said hi to Freshly. Oi, oi, we back from Diamond. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Chris Wood, unsellable now. Yeah, he's just going to be in everyone's team. Yeah, Roberto's been bigging up Chris Wood all day. He said, Niall, he's been unsellable since game week 11. I totally agree. I've only had him for like 5 game weeks. I'm having an absolute ball with him. Great little pick. Shax is here. Hello, mate. Shout out to the Chris Wood owners from the start of the season. He's been my soldier since game week 1. Yeah, props to that. I never saw Chris Wood as being an asset this year. So fair play to you. Enjoy it. That is good stuff. Chris Wood's on fire from Zeitgul. At work today, not participating. Devoir's not participating in the quiz, guys. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. Anyone can win the quiz this evening. Roberta's saying I've had Wood for so long. Cheeky. Noble Gent, until the Double Gameweek 25 news was announced, I had Chris Wood starting and triple captain Salah. Instead, I wildcarded, which included Wood out. Oh, bloody hell, Noble Gent. That is the worst thing that I've read all day, and I've read a lot of bad things today. Holy smokes. Commiserations, mate. Robert Pugsley, I haven't had Wood all year. In fact, I'm paraplegic and haven't had Wood in 5 years. Bloody hell. I don't know if that's a joke or not, but I'm just gonna just float on by on that one. Shax, thanks all for bringing on Gakpo into your teams. I got him in game week 19, first wildcard at 7.2. Keep that price rising. Shax is having a great time. Wood since game week 1. You got Gakpo price rises. He's living the dream. There needs to be Chris Wood mug. Yeah, I agree. That's a good point. I think that we are in a position here to direct tweet FPL store and just say we need a Chris Wood mug. FPL store, get it done. And that's from Niall. Absolutely, we need a Chris Wood mug. It is time. We're ready. Foxy, huge green arrow. I suspect that's what you're saying about my team. FPL Diamond Legend. Yep. Open season on the quiz. Devoir Bucks is benched. Yeah, Devoir is on the bench, guys. This is huge news for the quiz. I need a Chris Woodstock mug. Yes, we do. Woodstock, of course. Absolutely. So let's do some more painful tweets. Let's cue up the sad music. Let's go. Yogashan Pele, and there it is. Chris Wood hat-trick. Just need Mikalenkovic to score to really kick me while I'm down. Gonna be like 30 points down in most of my leagues thanks to this SHIT game alone. And that was the first game of the match day. Incredible. So good, it set the scene. Gandhi is dead. Gandhi got conquered today. Unbelievable. It really has been an all-timer today. I really enjoyed it. FUCK, this SHIT. I just transferred Chris Wood out of my FPL team, FPL this game week. From Chally Woo KUX. Simon B, hashtag GSB out. Wood gone from no shots on target last week to a hat-trick this week. How are you meant to predict this SHIT? You don't. I truly believe that FPL is like 70% luck and 30% just like not missing deadlines and like making relatively conservative good decisions, like captaining Salah. 70% luck, I'm sure of it. You don't miss a deadline, you get lucky, you captain someone who's safe, and you'll get into the top 100k. 100%. Ollie, SHIT, just seen the Forest score. Of course I took Wood out of my FPL team this week. Of course. Argue WTHA. I sold Wood this week. This is going to be a game week from hell. He's made my sells points feel like SHIT. Yeah. Yep, sells in comparison. Minimal points. Andy, Chris Wood doing his very best in making me quit FPL this season. Yeah, there's quite a few quitters about today. Lots of people are pretty angry. This guy's handle is Andy Chats FPL. Wouldn't you choose a different handle, considering we're, he's in the same, he's competing there a little bit with Let's Talk. Aaron, haven't had Chris Wood in my FPL all season, still don't. I'm a CUNT. Pally, Wood is an absolute CUNT. I took him out and he scores a hat-trick. Too long to explain why by that was a mistake by the looks of it. Pally's having a really bad time this weekend. Undead on the Moon. God, I hate Chris Wood for real. What do you mean you want to score 20 plus goals this season? Just sold him this week. FUCK FPL, FUCK football, and then hashtag not a real sport. Not a real sport. People have been using the hashtag not a real sport. Someone's referencing baseball there. It just goes, not a real sport. Hashtag has been going along for a long, long time. Football is not a real sport, according to Undead on the Moon. I respect it. FT Merchant. I guess that's free transfer merchant. FUCK Chris Wood. I told myself not to give in to the hype of him. I put him in for the first time against Bournemouth and he blanks. I take him out and he gets a brace. FML FPL. Yeah, it's rough out there. Mark, parody account. Wood Hattie and I removed from FPL. FUCK. Abshek Joshi. Is that? Do we know Abshek? We had an Abshek in the chat not so long ago. The day I decided to sell Wood, he scored a hat trick. FPL. FPL Litcher. Call the season off. Chris Wood, go F yourself. I think that's that could well be tweet of the day as well. Tweet of the day. That is a banger. I love it. Call the season off. Chris Wood, go F yourself. That could be like a t-shirt. I was thinking about making some merch, guys. Shall I start putting tweets onto t-shirts? Do you know what I mean? I would wear that. Call the season off. Chris Wood, go F yourself. Let me know in the chat. That just skipped a little bit. Tom, Cymru Tom, Welsh Tom. Took Nico Williams and Chris Wood out this week in FPL. And then an Ange meme. That's just who we are, mate. Who we are, mate. Yeah. Nebert. So Chris Wood decides to deliver after I decide to sell him? Tears in my eyes. Oh, man. just going to say it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Elliot Davies at Elliot_Davies_12. Take Chris Wood out of my FPL team and have Verbruggen in. Is it a minus point for each goal scored? Is that what we're dealing with in FPL? No, I should know that. I think that's the case, isn't it? Let's ask Perplexity. So I'll say, is it a minus point for goalkeepers for every goal scored against in FPL? I think it is. And same for defenders, isn't it? Or is it every 2 goals? Yes, okay, it's every goal. So Verbruggen got -7 points today at least. That's mad. Sold Chris Wood and Verbruggen in goal. That is horrendous. So the guy scoring against Verbruggen was causing Verbruggen's minus points. That is really bad. Another potential tweet of the day there. Vic Goddard, a great day to remove Chris Wood from my FPL team. Slap face. So much pain. It just goes on and on and on. FPL Klopp. Chris Wood non-owners, follow these steps. Take a deep breath. 2, get off from all social media. 3, let's hope for the best in the next games. So that sounds to me like FPL Klopp also sold Chris Wood. Tweet of the day, question mark. I need to figure out how to do these like tweet of the days, how we can figure it out. I want to put it to a vote, but it's quite hard to do. Jacob Powley, this is why I hate FPL chips. I sold Chris Wood to fund my assistant manager. Yeah, that is a little bit annoying, isn't it? And I'm not a fan. What do you guys think of the... let's do another poll. What do you guys think of the assistant manager chip? Let's end this poll now. So this was the green arrow. Right, we'll do that. We're going to end poll. 86% of you said a green arrow for Uncle Alf. Let's have a quick look at that. I'm pretty sure this is a green arrow. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be, right? I need it. I really, really need it. Oh, baby. Yes. Come on. I will take that. I will take it. Plus 247,000. And I've got Gabriel, Palmer, and Mboma, and Van der Berg to play. Amazing. There we go. I love that. Okay, let's get back to what I was just talking about. I'm going to do a poll now for what do you think of the Assman chip? Because I've got some thoughts. I'm going to put rubbish. I'm giving you 2 options. Rubbish, and let's do alright as well. We'll do alright. Let's say 7 out of 10. And then amazing. Rubbish, 7 out of 10, amazing. Alright, guys, let me know what you think. The poll is now live. What do you think of the Assman chip? Because my take on it is, and it relates to the tweet we had on screen just a few moments ago, this one. I got rid of it actually, but it relates to that tweet saying I made moves because of the Assman chip. I actually really don't like it. Like, I think it's been an interesting game. It's caused a lot of like, crazy 24 hours, and I've kind of appreciated that. But I just think they could have gone so many other ways with the chips. Like, the Euros fantasy really was a much better experience, I thought, than FPL. I really enjoyed the Euros. And Limitless chip, I feel like FPL is calling out for that. I know they're trying to make it a bit more about like the managers and, you know, expanding the Premier League feel of it all, but I don't know, I just think they've really overthought it. Let me know what you think. The poll is live. Oh, it was this one from Jacob Powley. I sold Chris Wood to fund my assistant manager. Yeah, that is really, really tough. Sold Chris Wood this game week from Ayush Das. Can somebody explain to me how I sold Chris Wood on FPL and now scoring hat-trick? God a beg. God a beg indeed. It's rough out there, boys. It is rough. Let's have a look at some comments. Robert Pugsley. It's okay. It's okay. It's the Pain Train. I'm cool with taking the piss. I have learnt many methods for that too. Oh, Robert, that was you on the... We were just chatting about you. Robert Pugsley, let's go back. Hopefully I can find you. Come on. Come on. Oh man, I just had your tweet. How do I find it? I know how to do it. Replies. Because I replied to everyone's tweet earlier. Oh no, sorry. I'm getting confused with Jacob Powley. Robert Pugsley, I think that you also feature. Good to have you here, mate. What's happening? Is Isaac a goner? No, I don't think Isaac's a goner, Foxy. I think that would be a mistake to get rid of him because he will slap very soon, I'm sure. Let's have a look at some fixtures. And actually, it might be a good little opportunity to take a look at Hub and do some player prediction points for forwards. Isaac's top, mate. Look at that. Next 3. Let's expand it to the next 7. Isaac's second. Isaac's not a sell. Unless something's happened in the news. Like, is Isaac been bought by someone? Although we're in February now, so that can't have happened. I think we're just talking about, is Isaac a sell? And I don't think he is. Verbruggen got a -1 overall score this game week. That's weird. That can't be right, Roberto. Surely not. Roberto's saying, I'll be honest, the ass man chip has grown on me. I love it. What else is going on? The limitless chip would be better than the assistant manager chip. I agree, Christopher Warburton, 100%. 100%. I really loved the limitless chip. I thought it was great. Let's do some more pain. Just go back to our bookmarks. Dropped Chris Wood to my bench today. I was sure the Forest slide would continue. From Robbie. FPL Chef. I wish I could get over hating Chris Wood so I could pick him in FPL. It's a bit aggy, isn't it? From FPL Chef. Betty Glover. So who else took Chris Wood out of their FPL team? Oh, Betty. You'll get a follow from me, gal. Shapit. Effing Chris Wood, bro. After I sold him for Gakpo. Gakpo has to outscore Wood in this double, so help me God. It doesn't look like it. Took Chris Wood out of my FPL. From Mula. Just devastation. The devastation is real this evening. Chris Wood is my biggest enemy on FPL. F this guy, man. From JF. Marcin, the GOAT himself. FPL managers who sold Chris Wood. I'm not having fun anymore. Chris Wood on my FPL bench. What a F. From Selector Abu. I'm getting sick of Chris Wood from FPL Woo. Just sick of him. Tobogo, Chris Wood, out of my FPL for F's sake. Dead emoji. Chris Wood hat-trick, please make it stop from Cafu. Someone called it. He scored 1 goal, and then someone replied to me saying he's going to score a hat-trick today. Khaled, FPL Hyena. I sold Chris Wood, and now I'm absolutely pulseless. Another potential tweet of the day here. And now I am pulseless. That's so good. FPL Canuck. Well, there's good news and bad news. The bad news is that 526,000 of you sold Chris Wood, who just bagged a Hattie and 1 monster haul. I know, gutting. On a more positive note, the good news is I decided to hold the legend. You're still thinking about the bad news, aren't you? A classic David Brent office moment there that I probably butchered. Gutting. Yeah. Hide the cannoli. I really hate Chris Wood. The hate is real. FPL Goat and Olympian just having a go at them, going at each other there. I was really enjoying that. I hate myself from Ched. Just throwing axes around. Yeah, Ched's. I was all over Ched's profile today because it was splendid. 21:48 p.m. will always be remembered. 9:48. In day for Wood. 31st of January. That was last night. Probably a few beers deep. Sold Chris Wood. Oh man. Lots of Ched. Time to calm down. Easy to get to fuming for what is only a game. It is what it is. Look forwards, not backwards. Well done, Wood owners. Have a lovely weekend, everyone. That's nice. That's nice from Ched. Sanj, friend of the channel, sold his ass this week in the mud. Sanj sold. Olympian, sick and tired of Chris Wood. How is Burnley reject now 2 goals away from leading the Golden Boot race? Proper joke. That is fantastic. The best time to sell Chris Wood was last week. The second best time is now. 100%. I mean, this just has to be. This has to be tweet of the day. It's so good. It's just going up and up in views and likes as well. So he's all about X engagement, so I'm sure he's having a great time, to be fair. Like, sure, he looks like a bit of a prat. The best time, 29th of January, 2 days ago, the best time to sell Chris Wood was last week. The second best time is now. It's like an advert slogan, like Carlsberg don't just make beer or whatever, you know? Do you know what I mean? Oh, it's so good. I think we need this to be a mug. Can we make this a mug? Can we make this a mug? I would buy that. I'd buy that. So good. I think he's going to block me soon. I've been like replying to every one of his replies. FPL Church, I'm absolutely fuming. Last week did not get Gakpo. This week sold Wood. It could not have gone much worse. Absolute shocker. From FPL Church. I definitely follow them. FPL K. If Chris Wood scores today, I might shoot myself. Please, Gandhi, hold up strong. Gandhi did not hold up strong, FPLK. That was before the game as well. If Chris Wood scores, like just scores 1 goal, I might just have to reply to that. He did actually reply to himself. I deserve to be shot not having brought him in 6 weeks ago, but choosing Dom Solanke instead. I'm going to say, I'll say you alright? Alright? You alright? FU Chris Wood from FPL Krez. The real FPL Scout. God, I hate Chris Wood. Definitely follow them already. FPL Aga. Chris Wood, give me a effing break, man. FPL Krez again. Just gone down 80k in rank from Chris Wood scoring. Yeah, he'll do that. Every game week I have Chris Wood in my FPL team. He's dropped stinkers and done F-all. Every week I've dropped him, he scores. You just keep him. You just leave him in your team. only die. Trying to be FPL manager as a proper football fan is just so tough. Chris Wood scoring goals out of nowhere makes me pull my hair. Shan XO. For FPL reasons, I'm going to need Chris Wood to have a stinker today after taking him out for Gakpo. That was before the hat-trick. Oh, Lord. Bradley Parker. Not only Chris Wood is, again, bringing pain. Hashtag FPL. Bradley Parker. It's a good name. FPL data. Can Chris Wood just go away? Very polite way of saying that from FPL data. I hate you, Chris Wood from FPL Timmy. If everyone could give the stream a like, I'd really appreciate that. And if you give it a subscribe if you haven't already, I would appreciate that too. Thank you. I always forget to say that. I appreciate you all. FPL Fortune. I'm beginning to wonder if keeping Chris Wood might have been the play. Superb tweet there. FPL Disasters. What a start to the game week. I don't get this. Look at this bench. Krish. He's tagged Krish in this. He's got Moyes, fair enough. Moyes is actually having a pretty good game week. Sells, Wood, Aina, and Robinson assisted today. But why do they have so many Forest players if they're not playing them versus Brighton at home? I feel like this can't be real. Can't be real. Why would you have 3 Forest players and not play them when you've got a home game against an out of form Brighton? It feels so stupid right now from Sir Hunid. Repost. Big Cho, I benched him. Benching actually might be worse than selling him. Don't make me angry from Drew. Replying to an official FPL post. Andy, FPL Sonaldo, can we please stop with the Chris Wood goals? For F's sake, enough is enough. We got Rookie, friend of the channel, Blind Panic did this. Rookie sold. Lots of like deadline panic moves resulted in the sale of Chris Wood. Tom Stevenson, nah, I sold Chris Wood for it. Lots of people did that. I needed that. This was the reply from Ched. Look, here's that tweet from Olympian. The best time to sell Chris Wood was last week. The second best time is now. And then Ched just said, I needed that. 29th of January. And then, what was it, 2 days later at 9:48, Ched sells him. Unbelievable. Khalil, one of them Chris Wood sellers. Sadly, I'm one of them from Jace. Absolutely crazy. What a match day this has been. Right, we got through the pain. We're gonna do a quiz now. Let's just say hi to everyone. Hope you're all having a nice time. If you are planning to do the quiz, I do it through something called Kahoot, and you need to basically have 2 devices. You answer with your phone and like watch the stream on a laptop or an iPad, for example. So I'm gonna go to get this set up real quick. All right. Are we ready for some quiz action this evening? Go to the quiz view. Perfect time for that song to end. All right, you want to go to kahoot.it, and the game pin is 1344112, and this is a mixture of FPL quiz questions and Premier League folklore. 20 questions. We've got Jack Attack, we've got Noble Gent. Let's get it. Freshly, Noble Gent, Jack Attack, Zeitgul. There's no Duvois. What's going to happen, we wonder to ourselves. Are we ready to take on the FPL Gw24 quiz for an FPL mug? Who has the minerals to step up and try and defeat the quiz? We got Foxy, we got Shem, Zeitgul, Freshly, Noble Gent, Jack Attack. A great crew. A really good crew here. I'm excited. Thomas is in the house. Thomas is back for more Duvois. Oh, Duvois. He did it with 2 smiley faces. He's hiding in a cupboard at work. He's like that guy at the party that wrote in last week. He's in a cupboard somewhere at work and he's ready to go. Duvois, you rascal. All right, this is a good crew. I feel like I'm good to go here. There's no George tonight, no. Mind blown from Zeitgul. I think this was a big curveball with Duvois showing up. Can he do it again? Can he do it again? Is he going to win another mug? I owe him 2 mugs. I owe him 2 mugs. And a 50 quid Amazon voucher. Goodness me. Let's go. I'm ready for this. Game week 24. Are we ready for this? Gareth Barry holds the record for the most Premier League appearances. True or false? I love the quick answerers. I just saw like one person just answer instantly. They're ready. And by the way, yeah, it is true. If you answer quicker, you get more points. Freshly in pole position here. I love it. Duvois in second place. The fastest goal in Premier League history was scored in under 10 seconds by Shane Long. Is that true or false? Yep, it is true. We got Fresh at the top. We got Gent in second, Duvois in at third. Only 6 teams have been ever present in the Premier League since its inception in 1992. Only 6 teams have been ever present. Yep, it is false. And I do have the actual answer to this. Just give me a second. There are 7. Arsenal, Chelsea, Everton, Liverpool, Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur and Aston Villa. So yeah, it's false. Oh, Freshly is on fire. Erling Haaland holds the record for the most goals scored in a Premier League season with 41 goals in 22-23. Is that true or false? It's false. It was 36 goals. That is a really tough one. That is a really tough one. I admit that is tough. Thomas is on fire. The first ever Premier League goal was scored by a Manchester United player. Is that true or false? The first ever Premier League goal was scored by a Manchester United player. Yeah, it's false. It was scored by Brian Deane for Sheffield United. Some hard questions here, guys. I don't make these easy. Ethan Waneri became the youngest player to appear in a Premier League match at the age of 15 years and 181 days. Is that true or false? Yeah, it's true. Absolutely. I wasn't going to mess around with like the years and days on that one. That would have been extremely harsh. Thomas is still top of the heap. The Premier League has never had a season where 3 teams from London were relegated. Is that true or false? 3 teams from London were relegated. Yeah, it's true. It's never happened. Freshly. Oh, this is tight, guys. KDB is the only player to have won the PFA Player of the Year award in consecutive seasons. Is that true or false? It's true. He won it in 2019-20 and 2020-21. Oh wow, this is going to be swingy. Oh, not as swingy as I thought. Next question. Arsenal have never finished lower than 15th in a Premier League season. Oh Lord, look, the answer's there. the answer's in the question. Oh God. All right, next one. No players ever received more than 3 red cards in a single Premier League season. Is that true or false? Yeah, it's false. So Duncan Ferguson and Patrick Vieira both received 4 red cards in a single season. Devoir is creeping up. All right, Brian Mboma has scored fewer points than Erling Haaland this season. True or false? Yep, it's true. Mboma's on 147, Haaland's on 143. Next question. Saka and Nicholas Jackson have the same total points this season. Is that true or false? Yeah, it's true. They're both on 107. Hurzeler is the least selected manager this game week for the assistant manager chip. Is that true or false? Yep, it's true. And he had an absolute shocker today. Will he get fired? We wonder to ourselves. Mateta has scored more goals than Havertz this season. Is that true or false? Mateta scored more goals than Havertz this season. True or false? It's true. Noble Gent is top of the heap. Here he comes. Delap has scored more goals than Solanke this season. Is it true or false? Yeah, it's false. So Delap's on 9 goals and Solanke's on 10. FPL Thomas is back to the top of the heap. He's back for more. Evan Nilsson has scored the same number of goals as Ndai this season. Is that true or false? Yep, that is true. I've got the stats here somewhere. Let's go to the next question. Devoir is top. What? Gakpo has scored more goals than Visser this season. True or false? Yeah, it is false. I'm just trying to find. Yeah, Gakpo's on 8. Visser's on 10. Thomas is back to the top. João Pedro has provided more assists this season than Solanke. True or false? Tricky one here. Oh, not so tricky. Pretty much everyone got it. And it's Pedro with 6 and Solanke with 5. 19. Nicholas Jackson's provided more assists than Watkins this season. Is that true or false? Yeah, that's true. Jackson's on 6 assists and Watkins on 5. Thomas, Noble Gent, Duvoir. True or false? VVD and Ola Aina have kept the same number of clean sheets this season. True or false? Yeah, it's true. They both have 10 clean sheets. I am Sam Allardyce. True or false? It is false. It is, of course, a young meatloaf. And this isn't any points, this is just rate quiz. So, rubbish, alright, good, loved it. Roast me. Great stuff. I'll take it. So let's see who got the podium. I think so. Devoir's in at 3rd. We have a new champion on our hands this week. Is it Noble Gent? Yes, it is. It is Noble Gent in with the win. He won a mug a few weeks ago. He's getting another one. Boom. You'd love to see it. Congratulations, Noble Gent, you legend. Give you some applause. Fantastic. Let's have a quick look at the... Yeah, Noble Gent, if you want to tell me which mug you want, you know what to do. Just DM me. Oh man, I'm on 82 points. I'm going to make 100 points this week. I'm sure of it. Superb. Let's have a look at fixtures for tomorrow real quick. So tomorrow we've got Brentford Spurs 2 PM, Man United Crystal Palace 2 PM, Arsenal, the big one, Arsenal versus Man City at 4:30. And then Monday 3rd we've got Chelsea West Ham, and then the second game for Double Gameweek 24, Everton versus Liverpool. So some good stuff going on. I wonder when I'll next be live. I'll figure that out, because we don't have a game week next weekend, do we? So I'll keep you posted on when I am next going to be going live. But I want to thank you all so much for taking the time to come and say hi. I appreciate you so much. You're all legends as far as I'm concerned. Big love. I was thinking about this yesterday. Like I came here to just like play the game, but I genuinely feel like I've made some really good friends in this community, and it's you guys in the chat. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it, and this has been a really good outlet for me, and you guys are a massive part of all that, of the positivity. So thank you. Get all emotional. Yeah, I'll see you all soon. I'm always around. Ping me on X if you want to chat. Stay hydrated, enjoy the Prem, and remember, FPL is not a substitute for a warm life. Peace out.